So you're just going to sit here all day. Okay. My cat. We should be live.
We're live?
Should be. We'll see.
Oh, okay. Okay. How was your week?
I don't know.
Glad it's over?
Yeah, I don't. It's one of those where I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like I've been a little more aggressive and angry this week for some reason. I don't know if it's something in the environment or just we need more abortions. I'm not sure.
I don't know if abortions is a good way to word it. I still think it's natural selection, but if like I've said before, if Thanos could snap his fingers, I wouldn't be upset. My mom was like, "Well, what if it's you?" Well, then I guess I'm a part of the problem. I guess that's all I can say.
Well,
the rest of you people would be happy.
The reason I say abortions instead of any of the other hateful words is because all the leftists love abortions. So I can just go, you're aborted and you're aborted and you're aborted. Wait a minute. No. If it's good for one, it's good for all. How was your week?
It was good. Is this true? We had 2 U.S. soldiers killed in Syria?
I have no idea. Did you see the NASCAR guy? That was a sad story.
No, I saw you send it to me, but I didn't see it.
Let me see if I can pull that up. So what happened with the soldiers in Syria?
I'm seeing them flying sorties in against ISIS in Syria. They killed 2 U.S. soldiers.
Dude, we're fighting everywhere. I don't even know where we're at. You could probably have an easier time naming places we aren't.
Oh, so it was this past Saturday, supposedly.
Okay.
And that's what's bad is they're sending up the warthogs after him. That's not.
Here it is. It says Greg Biffle, legend of NASCAR, dies along with his wife and his 2 children in a fiery airplane crash in, I think, North Carolina. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you sent me. I just hadn't got.
Dude, little boy was 5 and the girl was 14. The whole family, dude. And this dude was helping rebuild those homes in North and South Carolina from the hurricane.
Wow.
And somebody, I don't know who, that knew him was texting, had his phone or was part of his little group, and all the like hillbillies in the Appalachia were texting to see how this guy, if he was okay. Like he touched everyone's lives that he came in contact with. Apparently was just a awesome, solid dude. So that sucks. Sad day for America. And you and I aren't NASCAR fans, but like the dude was a genuine, sweet, kind person from what I've heard. So
oh, that sucks. I hate to see that.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna start the audio part. You ready?
Yep.
Now recording.
And welcome to episode whatever this is of the I Don't Know podcast. I am Mac.
I'm Paz. How are y'all tonight?
Oh my God. What a crazy week, man. It started Saturday for me.
How's that?
Because that shit in Bondi Beach in Australia.
Oh yeah, you were sending me text messages. That was crazy. I didn't even know. I was like, what the hell is he even talking about?
Yeah, I have stuff to say, but I'm not going to say it on the podcast because for fear of offending people. But I have some strong opinions about that. Those politicians have fucked that country. Pardon my use of the French word.
Well, I mean, they voted for that. That's where they live. That's what they. I mean, I think some people say that about us too.
So the way I understand it is, I think it's Victoria. It's one of the coasts, the states on the coast. It's basically California, and they are screwing it up for the rest of Australia. The rest of Australia, just hardworking, honest, fun, great dudes and ladies, man. Like they're salt of the earth. I've gotten the privilege of hanging out with some of those guys. They're just the most easygoing, wonderful dudes with a great sense of humor. Like if you met them, you're just like, oh, you're one of us. Like there's no difference between, them and us, basically. Because like it's completely different when you meet a Brit. Like we share somewhat of a language, but it's usually there's just an attitude difference. There's no attitude difference with Australians. They're awesome people.
I've met some Brits that were pretty good too. So I've only met one couple from Australia, and they were older,
Mm-hmm.
and they were on vacation in New Orleans. So I can't say they were nice.
I met, because of what time of night I stay up. So,
Yeah.
I don't usually stream for American people. In fact, I looked at my stats. It's mostly Russians and Australians. I was like, what the hell are Russians watching me for? That's not going to end well. Trying to get information on the United States government. You're screwed, bud, because I'm an idiot. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but that stuff started. I was staying up watching a Canadian show and just angry as shit. And then one of my friends said, you need to look at Twitter. So I opened it up, and then I saw, that shooting that happened. It's just like, wow, dude. How many people ended up dying out because of that?
Let me see. Last I had heard, it was 15.
That's what I heard too.
Let's see. I got it pulled up right here. Yeah, 15 with one child. Doesn't say how many were injured. Yeah, New South Wales is where it was.
And
Barbie
I guess
Beach is east of Sydney.
Have they released why the guys did it?
It was 40 people injured, including 2 police officers. Which
Was it the police officers holding their hands up or hiding under the dumpsters because they were?
I didn't see. I saw the one hiding behind the car. Looked like she was crying like a little girl.
She is a little girl. That's why they shouldn't be frontline police officers. If you can't do the hard part, you don't get to do the easy part.
You have to hire them if they qualify.
Well, raise the qualifications then.
Hey. Well, you know what? When they watch the video, they might do that. But it says the police later found and removed 2 homemade bombs from a car belonging to one of the shooters. The prime minister said it was a deliberate attack on Jewish people. I'm quoting.
Oh, so it was an attack. I didn't know that.
It was a Jewish thing going on at the beach. Yes.
Oh, I'm seeing that now. Okay, the incident was designed to target Jewish community on the first day of Hanukkah. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what Hanukkah is.
Hanukkah?
Yeah.
Hanukkah is I don't know exactly what Hanukkah is, but it's something. It's 12 days, right? 8. Let's just. If I only had
the most powerful research tool known to man.
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. I'll help you spell it because I got it open.
There you go. Thank you. Sometimes I need help. Let's see. So it starts on the evening of Sunday, December 14th, and goes through Monday, December 22nd this year. So 8 days. So it's 8 days. That's why they 9 days. They light a candle. There's 8. The menorah is 8. 8 candles. They light a candle every day. I believe they open gifts. They exchange gifts every day of those 8 days.
They get stuff like dreidels, right?
Something like that.
I don't know.
It says the 8 nights of Hanukkah commemorate the miracle of the temple menorah miraculously burning for 8 days with only 1 day's worth of oil after the Maccabees reclaimed the second temple from the Greeks, symbolizing spiritual light overcoming darkness, dedication, and the triumph of faith. Each night, another candle is lit on the menorah, growing the light and marking the victory and rededication. God, if I could read, I'd be dangerous. Rededication of the temple.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've never read that, but I knew it had 8 days. They light a candle every day.
I didn't know that. I've heard about dreidels and menorahs and in relation to Hanukkah, and that's all. Didn't the Advent calendar, isn't that part of that too?
I believe it's something similar. It just depends on the Advent calendar because some of them have 25 days, just depending on where you buy it. I have one in my refrigerator that's a cheese one. So I have tried some different cheeses in these days that you would never try that you wouldn't just go out and buy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I had a lamb cheese or something like that. I think that's what it said. And then there's been some other cheeses. They're not the greatest cheeses in the world. And then I was told I was cheating because I was using a cracker. And I was like, well, if it's going to taste bad, at least I have a cracker to get it down with. I'm sorry.
Start using that. Start using the made up slurs to your wife. Vanilla, please.
Oh, I love that. That's so good. And back in the day, somebody tried to use ninja
For Asians.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too close to getting you shot, so I'm good.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, it is.
Vanilla's close. So
Nilla. What's up, Nilla? What's up, my Nilla?
That's gonna get me something. No, that's too close. I changed my mind.
Close.
Yeah,
it's close. But it just depends. I mean, if you say it right, but you gotta enunciate the Nilla. Nilla. What's up, Nilla? That dude was crazy. He had me going. I wanted to send that. I couldn't get it to forward to Emery to see if he'd seen it. I don't know if he'd see it, but I was like, Emery King needs to see this. He's on one of those, so I was like, I need to send this to him. That was so good.
So, also, German police, I think, during the same time, thwarted an attack by an Islamic group. It's just crazy how every time, almost without fail, it's a foreigner in one of these countries, and then everyone goes, it's the right-wing extremists of our own people. It's like, they're not the ones blowing and killing and murdering and running cars into and knife attacks. It's like...
Well, did you see that in Australia yesterday, and somewhere around Bondi Beach, they ran into another car that had 4 guys in it with guns that were fixing to do something else?
Oh, wow. So you know what? They should just arrest white males. That'll fix it. Jesus. And
not from the picture I saw of the shooters. I'm going to say that.
Well, no, but that's because I follow a lot of Australian content creators. I have for a while. I just like seeing like what goes on in different parts of the world, and so I follow one guy. He does a podcast called Night's Watch. He's just a nerd. He collects swords and stuff. I forget his name right now, but I watch him and his buddies. They'll say, can a sword chop through a 5-inch chunk of steel? Well, let's find out. Just one of those. They discuss, sword play in movies and stuff. And I follow another guy. He does mostly politics down there. And to say he's not happy is an understatement. And a lot of them that I've seen are completely angry, and I don't blame them because their government's failed them. And now they're coming down there like, we're going to do a buyback program. Well, the problem is now this is what the Australian people I was watching talked about. They said it was a father and son. I didn't know it was a attack on Jewish people. I must have missed that or didn't register. And so
you just recognize it as a heinous crime.
Right. It's just it's just awful. And so I got one thing that I'm going to say because it just cracks me up. So anyway, it was a father and son, and the father bought all these guns legally through their gun program. Okay. Now his son is on a terrorist watch list. Now explain to me that if
Of
one of
those
you,
two that did that, one
Uh-huh.
of them was. Oh, okay. Okay.
so how in the fuck do you get guns if your son, like, that seems like if you've got strict gun laws, that'd be a rule, wouldn't it?
I would think that would if your son's on the watch list, I would think they're watching dad too.
You would think.
You would think. You would think.
And then the poor guy that I know, I'm not going to play it, but the guy that disarmed the one of the assailants, I believe the father, and I was watching an Australian guy, and he said, now, if you're in America, you might be wondering why he didn't shoot him. Because if he did, even though that guy had killed who knows how many people, he would go to prison for life, more than likely.
Yep. That's just
So just let him keep killing. Let that shit be happening in Texas. Those dudes ain't going to jail.
Oh yeah.
I did see some. God, I love Australians. They had him down on the ground, handcuffed, and this dude just jumps in the air and brings his foot right down on top of his head. I was like, get him, do it again. It's just evil, dude. Just pure evil. What's that gonna? See, my thing is what does that accomplish?
That's a very good question.
Because in a normal functioning society, if you or I are running, let's just say, a town, and we let these people in, they start causing problems. You no longer get to come to my town. You're done. You're out.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
But it's like the West has got suicidal empathy. I've heard that word, and I think I agree with it. It's like, no, we'll just make laws. We'll just make more laws. Well, here's the thing, politicians. You may have went to college, but you're fucking dumb, because guess what criminals don't do? They don't follow laws. You can't have that gun. It's illegal. Yeah, I don't care. Like, how do you not figure this out? And the only people that are punished for that are the people that are already following the law. It's like in the United States, everyone thinks you can just go in and buy a gun. There's a process, and I think I don't know if each state's the same. Some states have it have like a 7-day wait, a cool off period before you can get it.
I think some of them have stricter gun laws.
Right.
But most of it is according to the ATF, and I think it's either 5 or 7 days. Well, it's not necessarily 5 or 7 days, but it could take up to 5 or 7 days for a handgun.
Yeah.
I don't think in any state, I think almost every state you can buy a hunting rifle as long as you're 18. There's not a wait.
I've never had to wait on either.
No, you don't have to wait, but they still have to do a background check.
Right, the background check, and he said there's last time I bought a handgun. I got a 9mm every EDC, and they make you fill out the form. You know, you've done it, right. The form. And now when they run it through the FBI database, there's like 3 levels. First level, you're golden. They don't mess with you. Second level, they'll do a second, more thorough check. And then you go to the third level. That's usually where they're like, there's a little bit of issues, so we're just going to hang on to this while they do a deep dive or whatever they do.
Yeah. Sometimes your name, if it's a more common name.
Well, mine was because of my alias, Sparkly Butthole, when I was running with the gang.
Yeah, I know. It was the Yellow Thong gang.
It was.
And, yeah, sometimes it's like that. It's just.
I'm just like.
I think they could step it up a little bit more. Be a little. I don't know why they're not as thorough anywhere, but at the same point, you can drive right down here to the swap meet.
100%. That's what I was going to say.
And every day, every Saturday, and every Sunday, there is somebody selling handguns and rifles and shotguns, and they're not running a background check on you. If you got cash.
Oh, you and I we know people. We know people that can make shit happen, and so it's like my thing is it's not the tool, it's the person, and then the person.
Oh, it definitely is.
I grew up my entire life around guns. It's always funny to me too that
I've never seen one get up and just start shooting.
No. I've
looked at it
since I was born. And guess who perpetrates most of that? It's criminals. So even if you disarm your population, gun crime's not going to go away, and you're never going to be able to. Now, Australia and England are a little different because they're island nations. So but like, can you imagine they did complete like wipeout of guns in the U.S. and all of us were disarmed? Well, guess who would still be armed? The gangs, the criminals. You wouldn't be able to get rid of it overnight at all. And then they just make an import market for the cartels to import more guns. Because they couldn't stop drugs. They couldn't stop marijuana and cocaine. What makes you think they'll stop illegal arms smuggling? It's like the government's a dumbass. But yeah, I just don't get why these pieces of shit do that stuff, dude. I don't get it, man. Like when I came down to when I went to school, and you remember this, they used to have the kids, the redneck kids would have their hunting rifles in the back of their pickup, like hanging on the glass. Like you could look through the back glass of their pickup and see their gun on a gun rack in the back of the truck.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Never had a shooting.
No,
ever.
No, that you would hear more of somebody fighting after school around the corner than you would of somebody getting shot.
Never had a stabbing, never shot.
Nope.
All of a sudden, within the last 20 years, that shit has just skyrocketed. And it's
Really?
like...
Would you say 20? I would say 10 for sure.
Well, because you had Columbine. You had Columbine back in the day. That was kind of the kickoff point, wasn't it? The Columbine?
Yeah, because that was around Batman time, wasn't it?
That I don't know. But like you just look at it and you're like, it's a societal thing. And it's like England will go, oh, yeah, well, we don't have gun crime, which is not true. They actually do have gun crime. They just goes underreported. And
they don't let it get reported. That's the difference.
But let's look at knife crime. Let's look at vehicle crime. Yeah.
Their knife crime is out of this world.
It's like, just because one particular tool, it's like, guess what? I can go on record and say killing people with dynamite in the United States is one of the lowest in the world. Not very many spoon attacks either. So we're kicking.
Can you imagine if you're driving down the road and you see somebody leaning out the car with a stick of dynamite and a lighter trying to light it? Oh my God, can you imagine just, oh shit, he's gonna do it. No, the lighter went out. Oh, I gotta follow this dude to see if it lights.
You drive up next to him just going, trying to blow the match out.
No, you say, hey, go to get a cigar lighter. They don't burn out. It's a torch. It'll do you much better. It's easier.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to give him tips.
Yeah.
I want to see this shit. I want to see him burn his finger and drop it in the car.
Oh. That's horrible. That's horrible. It's like the guy that tried to blow himself up in a Tesla and it's just made like a brick and it just went straight up. It's like, that did not work out, buddy. I just don't understand it, man. I don't get what this accomplishes. This just makes everyone hate you. Like, you're not cowering people. You're cowering a certain subsect of a society, but they were already cowered and bowed down to the altar of dumbass. Everyone else just looks at you like what you are, an evil piece of shit, and no one's afraid of you guys. The people that are, they're afraid of their own shadow. They're afraid of being called the wrong pronouns. So no one cares about what those fucking idiots say. So it's like, you're just making everybody in whatever town, country, state, wherever you're at, hate everyone that came from where you came from. That's just the natural evolution of that. You're not helping your cause. I don't get it.
And the thing about it is in all of these mass violent crimes, it's never you're never trying to prove a point. Like, you don't see anybody jumping the fence at the Air Force Base down here and walking around.
Go pick a fight with Marines, you cowards.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm getting at is and I understand they're trying. I don't really understand it. They're trying to make, I don't know what the point is they're trying to make.
Just spreading hate.
I understand that point that they were trying to make in Bondi, but it's just a war that's... Is
it about Palestine? Is that what it's about?
It's all of the above, I'm sure. It's the Jewish people, that's... I don't know. I have not seen exactly. I believe they were I don't know. I can't say. I'm not going to say what I thought they were because I haven't seen anybody report on actually. Let me just see. Does it say who they were? Boris and Sophia Gurman, a Russian Jewish couple. They had okay. So according to this, a couple said they had an Islamic State flag displayed on their vehicle.
Okay, here we go.
This feeds the mass shooting. Showed two men dressed in black tops firing. See, I'm just trying to find out where they were from. Okay.
Oh, okay. You're on Wikipedia. I see that now. I'm not seeing the name of the perpetrators. Maybe they haven't released it because they're afraid that it'll.
No. Let's see. I thought I saw it.
Okay, here we go. The police commissioner of New South Wales designated the shooting a terrorist incident. Well, obviously. Two rudimentary improvised were located, but I haven't seen a name.
I've seen a name either. That's why I'm not saying. Okay, here it is. Here it is. According to New South Wales Police Commissioner, the shooters were a father and son, aged 50 and 24. Was an Indian national from Chapli,
yeah,
Hyderabad.
But there's no name. That's odd to me that you don't put out names of people that just mass killed 15 of your people. You would rather protect these fucking dirtbags. They might go over and give their family a hard time. Piss off. They don't deserve to live in peace if they do stuff like this.
The son had been known to intelligence officials since 2019, but was deemed not an immediate threat. He did follow a radical Islamic preacher, Sam Haddad, who was found to have violated Australia's racial hatred laws in 2025. He regularly visited his prayer space. They're still not releasing their names.
They're not minors.
No,
it's because
it's a different country.
Dude, well, no, this happened in the United States. There was an attack on police in I want to say it was Minnesota or Illinois somewhere, and the news reported it, and they show the arrest, and it's a lily white guy.
That's not who did the shooting.
No, it was a Somalian dude that was blacker than midnight, but they didn't want to put that on the screen. It's like,
is that not terrible? They don't want to cause problems, but yet
they're causing problems. Yeah, and they're the ones causing the fucking problems.
That shows if y'all don't understand how long the government has controlled the media, that right there is a prime. They've been controlling the media, I will say, as far back as
probably Nixon. Maybe even before then, probably World War II, because propaganda.
I would definitely say propaganda, but controlling the media for sure since Vietnam.
Oh yeah,
controlling the media for sure since Vietnam. Because I mean, think about it. Why did we go? That was one of the biggest hoaxes in the world.
That whole thing was a nightmare because we went over there. Yeah, they went over there for one thing and ended up in a fucking forever war.
Yeah. So I would say for sure since then. But if that doesn't show you right there, well, I'll give you a prime example. My senior year in high school.
Naveed Akram is the 24-year-old.
Oh, where'd you find that?
ABC News. I'm not going to pull it up because they'll copyright strike. Let's see. Naveed Akram, 24, was charged after he awoke from a coma in a Sydney hospital, having been shot by police. So the police actually figured out how to take the safety off their guns. He is alleged.
They shot at him multiple times.
Well, some of them did. Carried out an Islamic. Then Sajid Akram, his dad, is 50. So Sajid and Naveed. Akram has also been charged with 40 counts of causing. Yeah, like he knows he's not ever getting out of prison. He knows that. Of course, if leftists have the way, they'll be like, well, I think he spent 3 days. He's learned his lesson, right? Oh yeah, sure. I think if a judge or a particular group advocates for the release of a violent criminal, and that criminal goes out and stabs a girl in her neck, they ought to. I know they ought to face the crime.
Which I mean, it's a hard catch-22 because if the law says now if they release them without like slap on the wrist type shit, then yes, for sure. But if that person is found guilty and then does his time and gets out and does it again, that's a different story.
Well, yeah, but some of those, they've been arrested 40, 50 freaking times, and the judge is like, now don't do it again, okay? And he's like, oh, yeah, for sure. Goes right out and robs a liquor store. It's like...
there's some stories worse than that we just can't talk about. But here's the Australian National Imams Council also condemned the shooting, saying this is a moment for all Australians, including the Australian Muslim community, to stand together in unity, compassion, and solidarity, rejecting violence in all its forms and affirming our shared commitment to social harmony and the safety of all Australians.
It makes Muslims look terrible.
It makes them look... But the problem is one bad apple makes the bunch.
I know.
It's the sad thing about it. That's the way the world is. That's the way people are. It's like if just say you're black and you get robbed 5 times and 4 times as white people robbing your house, you're not going to like white people a lot.
100%.
It's just the way it is. If a Hispanic is robbed by a bunch of white, the same principle, or Asians, either way it goes, you're not going to like those people. There's nothing you can do about it. And in saying that all Muslims are bad or all people that follow Islam are bad, it's just a crap saying. But when it's portrayed like this, it looks really bad. It's like,
I get their frustration, and I get a lot of these people's frustration. I think like you see what the West has done to your countries and stuff. So like I get that, but go take it out on the people that did it, not the innocent people that they're just like get after the people. And I'm not advocating for violence, but like harass, like with the government, try to get them out of office, sue them, do something besides violence. I hate absolutes. I hate when people say always or all of them. Like it's because it's not. You and I know Muslims that are wonderful people. Now their beliefs are different than mine. Okay, but they don't, that never comes up because we don't ever talk about it because it's not important to our friendship.
No, you're right. Okay,
so
before we get to the next story,
hold on. I wanted to say one more thing. So now they're coming out and they're saying that I think the dad and the son, now this is hearsay, I don't know if this is true, they got military training. I'm like, who fucking trained them? The Three Stooges? These dudes were awful. Like, I'm like, if they had been really trained, think about it.
No.
The death toll would have been astronomical. I mean, just astronomical.
I know on Wikipedia it said they both, or the dad was a member of a shooting range.
Shooting club, probably.
Yeah, shooting club in Australia, and that the son was had been witnessed to be shooting there. But I saw somebody post that on X, but I didn't click on it to look at it because hearsay is.
Oh, and they're starting, like, I ask you because I don't know the word. What is a false flag? Because that's what they're like. This is a false flag, and it's always the Bilderberger group or something else. It's not just 2 psychotic pieces of shit that just were mad because they're not getting what they want, or a cop pulled them over. Whatever the reason is, it's not a good reason.
So the oldest gunman, the dad, was killed?
I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's saying it here now. I scrolled on down in Wikipedia.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, that's so awful.
Well, I mean,
FAFO. Good.
Well, they, there's multiple things. They could have fed him to the sharks or to the crocodiles.
What they
I
should
would-
do is bring back public torture and execution. That stop a lot of this shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably
No,
not. Yeah, you're probably
I
right.
think everybody wants their moment of fame, and that's even more fame after they did it. Then you get a public execution. So it's just
Going out on top, Ma.
yeah, exactly.
Just castrate them and tie a chain around their neck that carries their balls around their neck for the rest of their life.
Well, in Australia, they have lots of problems with the sharks and the great whites. I mean, could you chum the water and hold them above that? I mean, that's the crocodiles are a big thing. There's no water you can go in Australia where there's not a chance of you getting bitten by something.
I want it on the record right now to say that as a foreign country, there's only been 2 countries in the entirety of this podcast that I've spoken well of. Australia and Germany. And Germany's losing the plot with their immigration, but I still like Germany.
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
So I'm going to switch gears. I hope everybody there, I hope it works out. I hope your government you get them out and get a decent government.
Only that, we want to give our condolences to the families.
Absolutely.
We need to start off that way.
That shit's awful.
To the families.
Yeah, it's just evil. And like, you can't make evil illegal, or we would have done it already, especially in the Bible Belt. But I watched. I'm gonna go on a little lighter note real quick. Okay.
Hold on. Before we go, last week I went off on a rant. I'm not gonna go off on a rant.
Oh,
but we might be losing some of our Oklahoma listeners due to the fact that OU is playing tonight.
The boo-hoo.
And yeah, OU. And if any of you know me, you know that I don't ever root for the Sooners, but I need the Sooners to beat Alabama because Alabama could suck a big fat green donkey ding-a-ling. And I used to not be like that. I used to kind of be like, oh God.
It's the call heard round the world.
Yeah. You saw that, right?
I did, yes. I did.
And I've always been a fan of what Nick Saban had at Alabama because he was a hell of a coach. They had a great program, and now Alabama and ESPN can all suck it. So I need OU to put I know all the OU fans will say Barry Switzer used to say we want to put 100 on everybody. So it might even have been put 100 on them. I think it was one of the two. Don't quote me because I'm not a OU follower, but I need him to do that and beat Alabama. And then next week we'll talk about what else I want.
So Barry Switzer, he was the coach of the Sooners back in the 80s, right? The late 80s.
Right.
I was a young man when I heard about this guy, and I would watch grown men like tearing their panties off to give them to him. I'm like, what the hell did this dude? This old looking, washed up, drunk looking dude it's like super famous. Like, it didn't register with me because I'm not a local. So I was like, that's weird. Anyway, well, hopefully. The team
so that game started at 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what were you going to get into?
Oh, so I watched 2 shows. One of them was I think it's Nova Scotia. They were doing looking for shipwrecks, and you know how I'm a sucker for shipwrecks. And it was awful. It was awful. Like, they're getting ready to get in the water, and it's like, oh yeah, don't forget they're sharks. The current, dude, if the cameraman went down, they were holding on to a line. They had to go rescue the dude on the very first dive. I was like, this is awful. And you might not find nothing, dude. It was terrifying. I was like, I can't watch this. It's a great show. It's you can find it on anything. The second one I suckered myself into was British Columbia. They're looking for Slomax gold mine. It's called Dead Man's Curse. Yeah, those people should go to jail for what they did on that show. They put a severely mentally handicapped individual on camera and paid him to be there. You know they did. I swear, if you look him up and then listen to that guy, and then the Canadians try to be nice, but behind the back, they're like, I'm going to take him out in the woods and leave him making bear shit. Like they're just, it made me hate Canadians to a level that I didn't think was possible. I was just like, oh my
I didn't
God.
think there was another level.
Yep, it's a whole new level.
Yeah.
It's like just as soon as I start to like one, then they say or do something completely just like, I don't even want to get into it. But yeah, so I was hoping that they would find something. But he takes this dude, and it's like a 2-episode arc, and they have to backpack into this mountain. It's nasty, hard going. They had to climb up a waterfall to get to this place, and he's like, I'm not going to tell him where it's at. I was just like, yeah, that's in Texas. You're not making it back, buddy. You fell down a ravine. I just couldn't get you. And they find you with 3 bullet holes in your chest. Oh my God. That would be me. Yeah, that was awful, and it was like at a certain point you're just like, I'm hate watching it at this point, because like we were watching it at my house and we're like, another one, yeah, and I was watching it with family and they were like, do people ever die on these shows? I was like, no. They go, well, we can hope, right? I was like, yep.
You're so bad.
We can, but it was annoying, and there's a whole other. I like some Canadian stuff. Like Trailer Park Boys is one of my all-time favorite things. I think that's about it, though. I think that's no, Kids in the Hall. They have some funny stuff, but man, their new stuff's awful. Oh, and you talked about the Maid program. Tucker Carlson did a bit on that. Did you happen to hear that?
No, I did not.
He said the United States should invade Canada and conquer them because it's human rights violations. Now this is Tucker saying this. I'm not saying it, but I was like, Where do I sign up to vote? Yes, let's do it. I was like giggling. I'm like, finally, people are coming around in my way. And I don't want to invade because of that. I don't care. More Canadians do that. Less Canadians are on social media. So it's a win-win for everybody. But he said that they're doing this. People are getting the assisted suicide. Tucker said this. Make this clear. Tucker said that people are getting the assisted suicide because they can't pay their rent. I'm like, I don't think that's what that's for. I thought it was for terminally ill.
Yeah, what I read, how you had to be terminally ill. There was a list of things that you had to do. So maybe Tucker was just talking tongue in cheek.
Okay.
Of how bad it is up there.
I was just like, I wanted to ask you because you brought it up. I didn't know that much about. I didn't even know it existed. Then he was saying that they're harvesting the organs and selling them. So they're not only are they helping you smoke yourself, then they're like cutting you up like your prime beef and being like, "Did you order the kidneys? I got 2 coming right up."
Oh my God, that's terrible.
But when he was interviewing, I can't stand that guy. He's the black bearded guy that's on the Daily Wire. He's the one that said anime satanic.
Who, Tucker?
No, the guy he was interviewing, Matt Walsh. Walsh. He did What Is a Woman?
Matt Walsh is he sometimes is just
obnoxious.
I can't.
No.
I understand that part of his spiel, his stick, whatever you want to call it, but
do you know they had a anime convention here last weekend?
No. I wish I'd have known.
Me too. It was voice actors. They had a lot of the actors that did the voice acting for One Piece. I wish the friend that told me about it had told me that. He goes, it's a voice actor convention. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go to that. Bunch of Disney people. Nah, I'm good. Then he said, this is the guy that does Luffy or whatever. And I was just like, oh, you're a dick. 100%. That would have been kind of cool to go to. But yeah, that happened this last weekend. Yeah, so Tucker saying invade Canada, like full military intervention into Canada. I was just like, I've lived long enough. Yes. I was like, couldn't wait to tell you about it because I'm like, there's two of us now. Oh, and what is his name? Steven Crowder. He hates Canadians. He had to live up there with them when he was younger. He hates them. But he was in Montreal. That's a different kind of hatred. That's French Canadians. No one likes the French. I don't even think the French like the French.
Well, see, I thought a lot of Canadians were French. They still spoke French.
I think it's just in Montreal.
Well, no, because I went
Quebec.
to. I think that's where I went. Was Quebec. Let me look. I don't remember now.
I have no desire to go to Canada. I used to want to go up in the mountains and stuff, but
Canada is beautiful. I will give it that.
it's one of the prettiest places on earth. You can get away from the bugs.
Oh my! The mosquitoes.
The murder mosquitoes.
I mean, so bad. So.
It's the same thing up in Alaska. My in-laws years ago went up there and did a.
I've been to Winnipeg. So Winnipeg is basically north of North Dakota.
Okay.
So we went right up through North Dakota into Winnipeg, and they speak a lot of French in Winnipeg, which is looking at the map is the Manitoba province, right? That's what they call them, provinces, right?
I refuse to learn a damn thing about it.
I'm just looking at a map.
The first Canadian I ever met in real life was when I was working in the oil field. He was an engineer, and he's talking about it like I should. He goes, well, how do you not know? I go, because no one fucking cares about you. I don't even know some of the capitals of our own states. Like they act like that's a slight. That's like, how dare you not know about my shitty backwater country? It's like, yeah, what have you done other than your cool deeds in World War I, which were awesome? You went from being some of the coolest, toughest, meanest people on the planet to blue-haired, dress-wearing furries. I got nothing for you, man. Because the Canadians, back then I would have loved them. They would throw food across the no man's land to the Germans in can 10s. They did this for a couple of days. And then the third day, the cans were filled with fucking grenades. And so the Germans like, oh, it's the food. Yeah, there's a whole stuff in the Geneva Conventions based off just what the Canadians did during World War I. It's like, those are my kind of people, man. Merry Christmas. Oh, look at some more of the spam. I love the spam. Oh, yeah. Why is it ticking?
I just sent you one of the best AI videos you'll ever see.
Oh, this is going to be raunchy, I can tell, so I'm keeping it off the...
Yeah, don't put it up.
Yeah. Let's see if it's the goth.
Merry Christmas. Just so y'all know, this is what I do. As we're talking on the show, I'm perusing X. You cannot put that up. You'll get us in trouble.
It's just a picture. Just a picture. I'm not playing it. That's awful.
AI is
He's rolling, man. So what is Krampus? You sent me the Krampus parade in Austria. I don't understand Krampus.
I'm not understanding what it is either. I know there's been a couple movies. It's something to do.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Krampus is a horned goat-like demonic figure from Central European folklore who punishes misbehaving children at Christmas time. acting as the bad cop to St. Nicholas's good cop.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
On December 5th, Krampschnotch. I don't think that's a part of an anatomy we want to talk about. He's depicted with cloven hooves, fur, horns, chains, yada. Half goat, half demon with shaggy. Okay, tools. Carries birch branches. That's hard for a person with speech impediment. Rootin for swatting. Chains, bells, and or a sack or basket to carry children away. No wonder they were running around in Europe killing everybody. They'd rather be there than where Krampus shows up.
In that one movie that had The Rock in it and
Red One?
Yes. Krampus was Saint Nick's brother, I believe.
Now,
in that movie.
Are these the same people that do Black Peter?
I think so. No, I don't know. Golly gee, Black Peter.
Let's look up. And Black Peter, Zwarte Piet are both traditional helpers of Saint Nick, but they're from different European folklore. So Krampus is from kids in Alpine regions, while Black Peter is a controversial blackface painted Dutch assistant. So it's the Dutch. Shocking, it's the Dutch. If you don't know how terrifying the Dutch were, go back in time and read about the atrocities that the Dutch did. They were some of the worst slaveholders in the world. You don't see people in Amsterdam asking for reparations because they wouldn't last long. Those people were no joke, dude. I would have been afraid of them. This stuff I heard about that they did in Africa is just like, oh my God. Cut guys' hands off just because he took too much food. Like just evil stuff. All of the Dutch too. I'm gonna use it's all of them. They're all like that. Every single one of them. I knew a girl from Holland, and her name was Celeste. I won't give her last name, but it kind of ruins it because the whole name. She sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. She was like 6'2". She had one eye that went left and one eye that went right, and she would constantly tell everyone how beautiful she was. I was just like, at least you got confidence.
I can remember being in elementary and they were cheerleaders from someplace, and they were from Austria or something like that, and they came into our elementary, and all of us were like, "Oh, we're moving to Austria."
Oh yeah,
they were some sort of cheerleaders from there, and I was like, "Golly, what are they?" It was elementary, so I don't know.
Would you do that zip line?
Yes, I would do that.
There's no chance in hell. Nope.
Do that zip line in a freaking second.
Nope.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm gonna pull it up and show everyone.
Oh heck yeah! That's a zip line in Alaska drops you higher than the Empire State Building. I'm telling y'all. So, on another story, did you see what President Trump did?
Oh God, no! I haven't, dude. I didn't even know the government opened back up.
So President Trump signed in a warrior dividend. So, $1,776 went to military people in the military for Christmas as a bonus.
Okay.
You know, for one, they lost pay, and there's a back pay, but it's a one-time warrior.
So do they have to be in combat or something?
No, just military, in the military. Oh yeah, I have seen more people on TikTok, X, talking about if anybody cries that y'all didn't get your SNAP benefits and we got this, we're out here protecting your asses and making sure y'all are safe. Y'all can all kiss it. I was like, you tell them, you people need to preach. So yes, and people have been so thankful that they got that right just in time for Christmas.
So those young men can go get them a new Dodge Challenger.
If it's $1,776 gives them a challenge.
That's a down payment.
Go get one too. Yeah.
The Marines are going to get a duck pregnant this weekend, so that's good for them.
It says a payment of $1,776 on the way for 1.45 million service members to be received before Christmas. It's a stimulus check. during Trump's address to the nation Wednesday night, said military service members. So, of course, we didn't see that.
No, we're just
And he
paying the
said it's
bill.
coming. He said no. Well, probably, but he says it's coming from tariff revenue. Which
Oh, well, then okay, I'm good with that. Yep.
yeah. If y'all have seen some of the stuff that people are reporting about the amount of tariffs, I would say yeah, go ahead, do it, because the amount of tariffs that have been collected and redispersed, however you want to say it, has been pretty good. So I'm not mad at him. Now, could he send me 1776? Man, I'll take it. But I'm not mad that they got it. I'm not mad that they got it.
No.
I'm not mad that
No, they sign up to, for the best part of their young life to maybe go to war, carry a 150-pound backpack and get shot at. I think it's worth giving them a little extra cheddar at Christmas. I'm fine with it.
No, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at them at all.
They should just get the Marines their favorite color of crayon, because that would just make them a keg of beer and some crowns, and Marines would be like, "This is the best Christmas ever." I love my crown-eating Marines. They're the baddest men on the planet.
I love them. Baddest men. Yep. I would take a group of Marines in what I want, one division of the Marines. What were those?
And then we'll get Air Force to cheer them on in their cute little skirts and stuff.
Yeah, no, I want the Air Force to put the little colorful flyers on their planes and fly over them as they're doing shit. That's what I want. Because then it's like
I guess it would be the Navy in the skirts, because it's 1,000 men go out to sea, 500 couples come back. Yeah, sorry, Air Force guys.
Well, now hold on. You have to be careful how you word that, because if you don't understand, the Marines get sent on those boats too.
Yeah, that's true, but the Reeds are ones that are making the couples be couples, because those little Navy guys are like, "Oh, that's what a real man is." Oh, I am definitely not that.
Eat this crayon. Yeah, y'all do what I tell you.
I'm gonna put it in one of your holes. You get to pick.
So you do know that one of the places that you and I both want to go out of all is Japan.
Japan. Yep.
Did you know that Japan has a brown bear problem?
I knew they had brown bears up in northern Japan, but I didn't know it was a problem.
They have to put the military in certain places because they're literally killing people like it's nobody's business.
No doubt.
Yes, look it up. That's why I told you I had a surprise for you. So the Japanese brown bear, known as the Yasuri brown bear or Ezo brown bear, is a large subspecies of brown bear exclusively found on Japan's northern island of Hokkaido.
Oh, fuck that guy. God, it has to be. Is that who I think? No, that's not him. That's not him. Okay, never mind.
It's known for its imposing size.
Are they big? Because
500. Yeah, it's grizzly bear size. 500. It looks like a grizzly bear.
Don't say kilogram. Okay, I'm killing the stream right now.
I'm reading it off of Google.
How much is that in real people weight?
I will have to ask Grok.
Okay, so here's the Hokkaido brown bear. That thing's huge. This species is found in Japan's northern island of Hokkaido. It's the biggest land animal. Why is everything gotta be in stupid Kagajikama? I don't get it. So I've seen the black bear. I've seen YouTubers catch these guys, but I've never heard of this dude. And I know they have like statues and stuff in certain parts of Japan. So a record surge in brown bear attacks in 25, leading to multiple fatalities and injuries. When the bears venturing into residential areas, that's where it gets dangerous. We had
a 500 kilogram bear is 1,000. Let me see what Grog tell me. 1,101 pounds.
That's a big freaking animal. That's a big.
Hey, so I was listening to a hunter on Joe Rogan's podcast. There's a couple guys that he hunts with, and one of them I can't remember his name, but you know him. He was one of the ones that runs the big races and stuff like that.
Cameron Haynes.
Yeah, but so it was Cameron Haynes and another guy, and this guy's from Australia, and he was in Japan hunting deer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know about the brown bears. until he saw one. He said, "Oh shit!" And literally, the guide told him about the having to bring in the military. This is this year, and literally they're trying to keep the bears off, and it has taken a military guy is standing in the river with one of the military and eating him in front of everybody else like he's at a smorgasbord.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because, okay, now it's just me and it's just a guess. Do you think it's because they've killed off all their prey animal? I know they've got deer there. I've seen.
Yeah, that deer because that's when he was there hunting.
Okay. So I'm like, why is this? That's wild, dude. That's just absolutely wild. Because you know, when you think of Japan, you think Tokyo bright lights, or you think of hot springs and perfect little villages up in the mountain. You don't think bear, dude.
Never thought about it. I don't.
Oh,
Japan doesn't have a snake. They don't have snakes. I don't. Well, no, I don't know about that.
yeah. I don't
Hawaii
either.
doesn't have snakes.
So how many people have lost their lives? Over a dozen deaths and hundreds of injuries by late
Just
2025. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just this year.
A 26-year-old hiker was killed by a brown bear on Mount Ryasu in August. And if I mispronounce it, please forgive me.
We're sorry. Yes.
I don't speak anything but dipshit. So,
Oh,
with
I'm
his
sorry,
and his smartwatch revealed the details of the attack. Well, at least there's that, right? God, that's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So now bears have been seen in supermarkets, school grounds. That's terrifying.
Yes, that was one problem they were talking about at the school.
So I think I've mentioned this. I grew up in Colorado Springs specifically. We would have bear incursions, but only after they started building on the sides of the mountains because Colorado Springs grew so much. Once they started putting their houses up there, the bears started moving in. So they would have to trank these bears, put them on a wagon and get them the hell out of there and relocate them into San Isabella or farther into forest. And every once in a while you'd get some of these just ripping through people's yards, killing their dogs and cats, and it wasn't the grizzly. I think it's either a black bear or brown bear. I'm not sure. I just remember
It's a black bear.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying. Because I remember we were in class. They would teach this in elementary school. Like, what do you do if a bear? And I was like, yeah, climb a tree. And they're like, that's a horrible idea. It's like, well, that's what they would tell us back in the day. Just play dead. I go, well, that soon will be. That's like telling the future, right? First you act like it, then you become it.
Which I've been told that it works.
But have you seen what Alaskans do? They get loud and raise their arms up and go, hey, bear, and like I've seen bears run away from them.
Yeah, they don't do that when the polar bear comes, though.
Oh,
Polar bear don't give
no.
a shit.
That's a murder machine.
Yes, it is. Can you imagine seeing a polar bear? It's all white and pretty. Oh, it's so cute and cuddly. I wonder if the Asians do that up there.
No, I doubt it. Maybe once, maybe.
You imagine you see that bear walking. Well, just got a tourist. It's all red.
Yeah, dude. So this guy, have you seen the guy that wanted to get close to the polar bears? And he built a cage, a polar bear proof cage, and the polar bear got in it and killed him.
That's kind of like the people in the shark tank, the shark proof, and the shark gets in. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Use reinforced protective enclosures. Incredible footage of a cameraman. Oh, yeah. So I'm just going to play a little bit of this for you guys because it's, I'll wait till it pulls up on YouTube. It's this guy. Let's see if it'll load. He's literally in this enclosure and the polar bear is like right there. And he's just chilling. Where do you see this shit? It's terrifying. He's locking himself in. Okay. I don't know why I have I'm going to have to look at my YouTube settings because it is a veritable minute, I think. It's probably only 30 seconds. Where do you see this?
It's a long time in the delay. from when I see it to when you're talking about it. So like right now,
Okay.
the polar bear is licking the glass.
Yeah, he's not doing that because he's like, you want to be my friend? You want to be friend? I'll be your friend. Come here. He's like, I'm
So
gonna
he
eat
got
you.
in that cage.
Yes, in one of them. I don't know if this is the guy, but this is the general idea. Another guy was building these to be polar proof, and the bear's like, "Won't you come out and play? I'm just gonna eat your ass first. You might like it. Come here." Imagine.
How
Look at
do
the
you think you
size.
test? How do you test that though?
Put some
No, I'm serious.
hamburger meat.
No, seriously. So do you build it and then put it outside and see if the bear can get in it? Is that
Yeah.
the case?
I guess you'd have to.
What's the trial and error? Is it kind of like the joke Ron White talked about that's true, where the guy lived with the Grizzlies, and then all of a sudden, Daddy said I wasn't going to be nothing, and then I end up being a pile of grizzly bear shit?
That's what I was going to say. You got a kid that ain't performing. You're like, Timmy, I got a great job for you. Come here with Dad. You're going to work with Dad today. Now just sit here in this cage and play your Game Boy. Here, bear. Here, bear. It's so dark.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, how do you? Because is the bear? I know the bear will eat the meat. Like if you put some hamburger, you put a nice filet mignon in there, and the bear's gonna be like, "Oh, it smells good." But does he really want the filet mignon, or does he want the live person more?
Yeah.
Because they're a hunter.
Mm-hmm. And they kill.
will eat.
Scientists say they kill just to kill. They don't even necessarily need to eat you. They just like killing. That's actually what researchers said. So here's my question. How do you go from a young kid who plays tag, football, or soccer, whatever it is, from wherever you're from, and you end up in a fucking cage with the polar bear on top of you? Like, how does that life trajectory take you? You're like, I really like Susan. She's cute. I'm going to build a cage bears can't get in. Oh. Well, anyway, yeah, I don't. Bears terrify me. I've only ever seen one in real life. We were going to Mesa Verde in southern Colorado, and I was like, that's a weird looking horse. And we were coming around the corner. I was with my kids, and I was like, oh, no, that's a little bear. I'd never seen one in the wild before. He was just running between the road and the mountain. It's like, my daughter's like, stop, let me take a picture. Not going to happen. All right. What did you just send me? Who is?
No telling. No telling. I sent you all.
Okay, so if you're okay, I got a question. It's an honest to God question.
Okay.
If you're watching a video and it has subtitles, why do they need some fucker doing sign language?
Because while they were there, there's no subtitles. When they're, you know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm just being a dick. All right. So we've talked about the bears in Japan.
What we haven't talked about is the Milwaukee judge. I think that's a great story because you mentioned something about that.
All right, I'm gonna look that up. What happened?
The Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan.
Oh, shocking woman.
Well, I believe we talked about this is the found guilty of one count against her and not guilty of another. She was found guilty of impeding a proceeding, a felony, but not guilty of the less serious misdemeanor. The jury announced the decision. Let's see. She was helping a illegal avoid ICE.
Oh, that's that lady. Okay.
Yep. I heard she could get up to 15 years. And this is a precedent I think that needs to be set, because just because you are a judge or a lawyer does not mean you're above the law.
100%. Because like I do as an average working stiff in our country, we get no special dispensation. If we make a hiccup, that's it. That's a wrap. There's no looking the other way. There's no helping you out. You're going to pay the cost. Whatever you did, you're in trouble.
It was an obstruction charge.
she just looks like a miserable old cow. I'm being honest. She looks like life. She hates everybody. Like a Karen that's like, I didn't say you could put your trash can out there.
Yeah, it says Dugan was arrested in April and pleaded not guilty to both charges. She attempted multiple times to dismiss the case against her on the grounds that she was acting within the scope of her official duties as a state court judge and therefore was entitled to judicial immunity. See, that's what I'm getting at. Is just because you are in the law, the police, the lawyers, the judges, you're not better than anybody else.
No, no.
And this right here is a precedent that's been set. So now everybody else that tries to get away with it, this judge, they'll be able to state, such and such against such and such court, and it's a precedent that's been set now. So it's just gonna roll downhill because there have been multiple people that have tried to do this.
That's several. Yeah, we've seen a lot of those stories come across our feeds.
Well, yeah, just this morning I watched a video of a governor, or I would say mayor of a town in Chicago, in Illinois, outside of Chicago, was trying to hold ICE up, saying what they were doing was illegal and unconstitutional. You should go back and look at what happened in Wisconsin, buddy.
I mean, like legit, the people voted because they wanted this, and you're like, well, I don't care what you want. That's what these mayors and these judges are saying. Well, we don't care what you want. This is what we want, and so rule of law can suck it. We're going to do what we want, and you can't do what you're legally bound to do here, right? I mean, that's what they're saying. It's asinine. It's like they're cults. This is like cult behavior. It's like they're so loyal to this dogma that if they were a church, the ATF would kill their kids. Like that's how bad this ideology is. I don't understand it. I don't understand this love of, and it's racist at its core, because it's almost always white women, educated white women that have this like suicidal empathy where they just want to save these people. And it's like, did you ever think maybe they don't need your help to save themselves? Like, who are you to tell them what to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's odd to me. It's odd how this, and they're almost always college educated too. It's why I only look for my girls in the dumb part of the grocery store. Don't ask what part that is. It's the liquor aisle, in case you're wondering. If I see you buying booze, I know that's going to make it a lot easier for you to tolerate my shit. I just got to know: are you a feisty drunk or a mean drunk? What else you got?
Well, what do you think about Spam? Do you like Spam?
I haven't tried it, dude. It's probably since we were kids. I don't think I've had Spam since I was a kid. I've had Vienna sausages, and I didn't much like those.
I don't say that was the thing that I was talking about. Vienna sausages, I can remember watching my dad eat them. And you gotta get the nasty jelly shit off the top.
Yeah.
I don't understand how now
I'm gonna pull it up because
all of these things go in line with. Okay, so
I got to pull it up because we have listeners from out of the country, and a Vienna sausage might be different in Vienna. It's a Vienne sausage, I think.
Yeah, it's Vienne sausage.
Vienna. Okay, here we go. I got it pulled up. It's these little gross pink finger-looking things. Oh, it just makes me sick to my stomach seeing them on here. Oh,
I mean, they're hot dogs. Kind of looking things.
Kinda, yeah.
I've never tried one. Never.
My son used to like the barbecue ones, so I used to get them for him all the time. He loved those things just to snack on.
Yeah, and it is Vienna sausages. So, but what I was getting at is Spam. So Spam, you see it in Hawaii. Hawaiians eat a lot of Spam. But in South Korea, it's a beloved staple and luxury gift. So when
Huh?
it's given, yeah. So when it's given to people in South Korea, it's somebody of either prominence or is giving it to you as a gift, and it's a big deal in South Korea. They and I did not know that there were different flavors of spam, but
Uh,
there are.
oh,
Yes,
really? Oh, there's a
yes,
South Korean gift box.
yes.
What the hell?
I didn't understand that. Things that we take for granted, other places. Um,
There's an opportunity for you and us to retire right here. We just buy our dollar spam cans and start shipping them over there. I'm sure that'll be fine, right?
all
Nothing could
right,
go
so
wrong.
they have a Korean barbecue flavored,
That
a
might actually
tocino
be good.
flavored.
What's a
A,
tocino?
that's it says with tocino seasoning. I don't know Tocino a teriyaki flavor.
Huh?
A hickory smoke, a turkey flavored, a jalapeno flavor, a Korean barbecue flavor, a maple flavored. Oh my god, that sounds horrible.
It does. I was just like, a little throw up came up my.
A a garlic, a hot and spicy. They have a spam with cheese.
Ugh, that's too much. That's too far. That's a war crime.
You would think
Ew.
so, but yeah, I'm looking at this. A gochujang, and gochujang is a Korean spice. It's a kind of a spicy thing. Gochujang is actually pretty good sauce. It's good for flavoring.
So here's something that other people might not know. Spam sushi. It's called musubi.
Yep, yep.
I just found it.
Hawaiians do that. They serve it like that. Seaweed rice roll.
How can you say your culture has no culture without saying it? Right here. You took you took one thing that was amazing, which is sushi, and you're like, I bet we can fuck that up. I bet we can. And they're like, how? It's just it's fish and rice. It's no, we got this. Leave it to an American to go. You know what? We'll deep fry it. We'll deep fry it and we'll put spam on top of it. Doesn't that sound good? Mmm.
My mother and I had this conversation the other day. I can remember. She says she didn't do this, but I can remember my mom making a salad. And
Oh.
salad was for dinner, and she would fry spam and cut up spam and put in the fucking salad.
Ew.
Not more does a kid want to eat a fucking salad. But you want spam in your fuck. No, it gets better than that. I don't eat tomatoes, but yet they're cut up tomatoes in it. Guess what else was in this motherfucker? Celery. Who
Oh.
puts celery in a salad?
Somebody that doesn't love you.
Very, very good. There you go. Exact words. I said, Mom, you didn't love me. That's just
At
all there is
all.
to it.
At all.
She said, yes, I did. I said, no, you didn't. And I said, the list is long on the food you used to make me eat, but we'll stop at spam today. Spam for salad and spam. Oh my God.
What kind of evil concoction? Was your mom a Wiccan by chance? Is she a witch? Is she doing some kind of spell for you?
I have no. I used to wonder. Looking back, she kept us well fed, but some of the things that we ate, and I know it's because of my father, but salmon patties.
Oh,
That's just
God,
nasty.
so gross, dude. We had that too. That was the thing in the
Oh.
80s. It's got fish.
It's
It's
a
good
can.
for you. Yes.
It's a can, and I would watch it plop out, and it's a plop.
Oh, it is.
Plop out, and then she would add a couple eggs and some crackers.
Yep.
And then she it's
And
so
it-
good. Just put some ketchup on it. Man, there ain't enough ketchup in the world to make
Nope.
that shit taste good. It's
Nope.
so bad.
Oh, and I could
bad.
and it's like
I can
it's a
smell it
taste.
cooking
Yeah.
right now.
And it's got a taste that's not fish and it's not good. It's just awful. It was just this awful off taste, like it'd been in the can since World War II or something, like botulism. It was just awful. I remember when I finally got old enough to realize I didn't have to eat. I could just go to bed hungry. And then I stayed up late, so everyone else would go to bed. Then I sneak in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. So I was just like, I'm not eating that. I'm good. I'm not hungry.
Where was this? I'm sending you this. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Where was this when our boys were younger? because I know you bought your son Nerf guns, right?
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! I did.
I'm sending you the ultimate dad cannon when you buy your son the new Nerf gun for Christmas. And I
So
bought
we
my,
did. I had a minigun. No, I did buy
You
my
had
son
one of these?
not with the
One
belt
of-
fed, but it held 100 round. I think it was a drum magazine, and it was a minigun. Double
but
A
not like
batteries?
this.
No, not with the backpack.
Yes.
Now here's the
See,
problem.
that's what I'm saying.
Here's the problem. Now you got to pick all those fucking darts up. That takes like 2 hours to pick them all up, and you're gonna find them for like
but could
6
you-
months.
But could you imagine the Nerf gun war when you tell your son it, you come out and you're like, you gotta have some theme music playing. You gotta have the Darth Vader theme music.
That
you
is-
come out with that because you're just fixing to mess up Nerf Day. Because I had twins, so I was getting it from both sides with Nerf guns. So I was getting tag teamed by 2 kids. You know, I got kids hiding in rooms and behind couches and shit. You come out with that, and you're just like.
So I had that one. My son had a sniper rifle, bolt action sniper.
My son's had that. Yeah.
My daughters had the like 6-shooters, and we'd go out in the backyard
had
and
them
have
all.
it. Yeah, it was so much fun.
yeah.
They
My
were just
sons
for
would
me. I loved it.
my sons would put a pistol in their underwear and run around with a sniper rifle. Oh, it was so fun, so fun. It's Christmas time, y'all.
So I pissed one of my friends off pretty good the other day, and it took her 2 days to figure out what I was saying. So she's pregnant. So congratulations, Steffi. If you listen, which you probably don't. She was like, "Yeah, me and my husband are gonna have a baby," and I said, "That is awesome. Do you know who the mother is?" I can't believe you would ask me that. I'm not like that. And I'm like, did you not hear what I said? Oh, I heard what you said. And she got mad and hung up, and I just hit back, who is the mother? And I got a litany of cussing. I'm just cracking up because I'm like, she's eventually going to figure it out. And then the other day she calls me. She's like, you got a minute? I was like, yeah, what's up? I just wanted to say I misunderstood. I said, yeah, I know. That's what made it funny. Do you know who the mother is? Got mad at me. So good. Sorry, I told her I was going to tell that story because I want to embarrass her every chance I get. They didn't have. So the cool shit started. Oh, probably in the 2000s is when the stuff got real cool with the toys. They also got bad at the same time. So like when we were younger, because action figures became just shitty, like not to play with, just to collect. So growing up, we had the indestructible G.I. Joe, the indestructible Star Wars toys. Like you could launch them on
indestructible Star Wars, but the G.I. Joe had the rubber band that would break.
Yeah, you had to get rough with it though, or really try to do it, because I still have some of my G.I. Joes in a trunk. But what I'm saying is, so I got my son the new Star Wars, which was the prequels. I bought toys from that. That shit broke within 5 seconds of him playing. Hands would come off, heads would come off. Like it was just, they were just awful toys. Like I'm like, these aren't made for kids to play with. These are made for adults that like, they lick Boba Fett's taint in their closet. Like they're not for kids. I'm like, when did toys stop being for kids and start being for adults? That's kind of a jacked up thing, man. They're coming back around though. I've seen some really cool toys. If I ever have grandkids, they're gonna get spoiled.
I've seen some cool toys, but I've seen some shit. It's like when I walk through my local Walmart, there are some Star Wars toys that have been there and haven't moved. Mm-hmm. They have them on an end cap, and I'm like, why would y'all put these on an end cap so I can talk shit about y'all every time I walk by here? Star Wars.
Have you seen the water gun? Have you seen the water gun that charges it up and fires a ball of water at you? That thing hits. Oh, would I love to have that, dude?
Oh, that's
so freaking cool, dude.
Yes.
You charge it up, and it's just like it shows like Halo how many shots you got, and then you just pow. That's awesome. I wish I'd have had that. That's cool. Drones. I'd have gotten so much trouble if I had a drone when I was young. I lived in our neighbors were close when I was growing up, and my bedroom was on the second story of the house. Now my window looked out into the backyard of the neighbor lady. And the neighbor lady, now I'm 10, 11, 12. I'm young. I had a computer. And I had found a program that you could do text to speech. So I was getting it to say fart and puke. And then my sister comes in. She goes, "Oh, so-and-so's in the backyard in a bikini." And we put the speaker in the window, and I proceed to say all of the worst things you could possibly say through the computer voice, giggling and cracking up until my dad got home. Wasn't funny then. It was funny before that. I can't imagine if I had a drone, the kind of crap I'd have got into. I'm going to steal the neighbor's laundry. Watch. Some dumb shit like there's no purpose to it. It's just dumb kid shit. Oh, God. Do you still get gifts for your grown kids?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
You should see my tree.
I don't even have a tree.
It's like, okay, we bought enough. Next thing I know, there's more shit coming. Amazon. Oh my God. They delivered a gift today to the wrong house.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I bought myself 2 Christmas presents.
Oh yeah? Anything good?
No, it's toys for adults. I just went on a tirade about that, but I bought the Primark for the Blood Angels from Warhammer 40K Space Marine Division. I forget his name, Sanguinius or something like that. And I bought me a couple of his name. I think his name is Sanguinius. I could be wrong.
What is it?
Warhammer 40K Space Marine.
Right, a toy?
Yeah, it's action figure.
Oh, action figure. Okay, I got you.
I bought one. I saw it on sale, and I was like, I'm getting it. It'll go on my shelf with all my Legos. So I was sitting here going, why did they not make toys for kids? Well, I'm part of the problem because I buy toys.
Yes. I went into a Lego store a couple weeks ago and was just like, oh, yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
Now, I heard Toys R Us was coming back. Is that right?
I have not heard that. They would be crazy to do so with online.
I'm trying to look here. Just trying to see what his name is. So it's an Adeptus Astartes, obviously. They're basically vampires. They got cursed as vampires in their Space Marines.
Right.
So yeah, I've been getting into Warhammer big time. Let me see. I'll show you what I got because I was excited. I was like, because it was like on sale for This is the thing that I bought. Oh, wrong one. This one. It's the one up there. I bought that to go on my Blood Angels. Yeah, Sanguinius Primark. Yeah, that's what I got. I got it on sale for like $15. So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, all the ones I want are over $100. It hasn't popped up. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
So,
yeah, that's a cool one. I've got a whole list of them.
I downloaded what's the Chinese seller that everyone uses? Oh my God. It's like Amazon, but it's Chinese.
Yes. I know what you're talking about. Anyway.
So I was like, I'm going to look on there and see if they, because like my son and I are thinking about making armies for Warhammer to play the actual tabletop against each other and stuff. So he's going to go with like a good guy unit. So I'm probably going to go with Chaos or like Orcs. And
man, go Orcs. Oh, yeah.
So we were looking at the prices. That shit's so expensive, dude. For like just a starter pack of like 6 of these little printable things is like $200. I was like, wow. So I got online on Warhammer forums, and there's people that put prints for 3D printer up, and you can get a small little 3D printer for like $160. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into the small one because somebody goes, well, get the big one. I go, yeah. And if I don't end up using it or I can't figure it out, then that's just a waste of money. So I'm going to get the small one that's like for figurines. I'm going to start trying to 3D print. I think that'll be fun.
Oh, heck yeah. And then you paint them and
yeah.
Or, yeah, because it'll print them white, right?
Whatever color filament you want. So you can get them blue, white, red, yellow. Like it'll print whatever medium you're printing in. So
Okay.
as far as I know, I don't know. I've never really 3D printed.
I've never looked into it because.
Anyway, all right. What else do you have for us tonight?
It's 10-0 OU. Just so you know.
They're actually beating Alabama.
10-0. Yep, they're playing in Oklahoma, so
That shouldn't matter. Well, I guess those Down syndrome kids from Oklahoma really know how to ball. Mama Guna. Sorry. I'm being hateful for no reason.
So I think America's trying to come around. I just saw this today. Let's see. So this happened 12/18. So just yesterday, right?
Yes,
Today's the 19th?
Yep.
Yep. So in Tulsa, well, actually Broken Arrow.
Oh, about the
Yes, the Islamification of that area. They've been buying it.
I don't know, because Oklahoma's kind of a weird place. I call it a between state. We're not really east. We're not really west. We're neither north nor south. We kind of have influences from kind of everywhere. I would say predominantly we're more southern. Wouldn't you? More southern. But there's things that Oklahomans will do that other southerners won't do. It's a weird state, in my opinion, because it doesn't really fit into a nice category like Oklahomans and Texans. Everyone kind of goes, "Oh, you're the same," but we're not. There's a big difference. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird vibe here that, like, if you live in Oklahoma and you go down south, you realize you don't really fit in. We don't really do the things they do. We like sweet tea and biscuits and gravy, but it's different.
My only problem with what I've read, and I don't know if it's all true because you never know what you're really reading.
Right.
The records show the land was purchased in 2014 by the North American Islamic Trust. But some people are saying that trust is related to ISIS, that they've been known to fund ISIS.
Oh, that's awesome.
Stuff.
Well, then the government should come in and take it.
I believe that's what I sent to you. I believe I sent something to you like that.
Yeah.
Thing is if that's
well, here's what you sent me. I pulled it up, so when it pulls up on YouTube, you guys can read it. Go ahead. Sorry.
I have one more thing to talk about too. Yeah.
Well, so my problem is if you're letting a religious group whose whole thing is conquest move into where you live, and then they use your system of governance to defeat you and destroy you, when do you stand up and fight back? And it's like, our country has been so demoralized, as far as the people go, demoralized and browbeaten. Like, I would say Gen X was the first generation that we really didn't consider civic duty anything important, because it was like, what's the point? We had already learned coming out of high school that, like, the system is rigged. Only the rich and powerful have leverage, so that you just forget about, like, because, and Kaz and I have talked about this, we never got involved in politics or any of that till COVID. Like, and really not even until we started talking on the show. We were looking up stories and stuff. It just pissed you off. Because it's all hypocrisy, lies, and bullshit. And you realize I did, and a lot of my friends did too. I don't know any of my friends that ever voted until recently.
Right. Yeah. No.
Because it's like, well, what's the freaking point? It doesn't matter. I get a shit burrito or a shit sandwich. Well, it still tastes like shit. So I'm just not going to do either one. And that has led to more damage, I think, to our country than a great. But now you've got the Gen Zers coming up, and they are pissed off, angry, and ready. They're out for blood, a lot from what I've heard. So I don't know. But this whole Islamic takeover of our country it's worrisome. I wouldn't mind it if it was just religion. They wanted to build a mosque to celebrate and do that. But it starts with the mosque. Then it starts with the prayer horns. Then it starts by saying you can't do what what you did. You can't celebrate Christmas, and it's like,
Right.
you know,
What somebody is saying, that if you follow the money, and they are related to the let's see, where did it go? Where did it go? The Muslim Brotherhood, which is not a good thing. The Muslim Brotherhood is tied to a lot of crap.
is that
If
the
you look
ones
into
with the?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And
Probably
that's what's going
the.
on in Texas. The Muslim Brotherhood buying all that stuff up.
But
in
didn't
Texas.
they just made it where you? They did something like no Sharia laws allowed in Texas because they had.
Yeah, which
they had like
they've got two. They have two Sharia courts in Texas. I have
Dallas.
not seen anything
Didn't-
in Dallas there. Yes,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else about that in a while. If they've followed that up.
Yeah, I haven't either. Dude, I'll tell you how little politics I've been paying attention to. I didn't know that the government even came back together and was like working again. I had no idea.
I hadn't either. I saw something about it that something about it. I don't know. I didn't see when it was brought back in, because I was more worried about Christmas, and then I've been having this fun thing to do with the insurance. The crap I'm dealing with.
Yeah. Yep. All right. What's
So I sent you the video. I don't know if you can pull that up on X about the discipline.
Oh yeah, that's what I used to do to my kids all the time. Like I
What do you
never.
think about that? What do you think about that?
100%. So
How can that be? How can people in the comments saying that you're?
because they're
what did
fucking stupid. They're probably Canadian or British, and they're like, oh,
No.
no, I don't know, dude.
They're saying he's abusing his children. I don't think it's abusing. I think it's a. So if people don't understand, it's a video on X.
I'm showing. It'll pull up here in just a second. There it is.
So they were caught. Their children were caught hitting each other. So he disciplined them and made them do wall sits.
I did that a lot, dude. Yep.
I learned that instead of the same thing I would do if my children were acting up. Say we were in this store, I'd make them do push-ups.
Yep.
They don't want anybody to see them doing push-ups.
Yep.
In the store, because that's not, none of the other kids are doing that, and it embarrasses them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you're teaching your children that there are consequences to you acting a fool, acting up. You're hitting your brother, you're hitting your sister, you're hitting whatever. You're supposed to. That's who you're supposed to defend until death, is your family. But yet you're treating your family like crap. Well, there's going to be consequences. And I think if there were more people dealing out showing what happens with that, then we'd have a better society. Kids going into, I can remember back in the day, if I was caught by one of somebody that knew my father or somebody, man, they'd snatch me up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What? So I don't see what's wrong if I'm walking through a mall and some kids are acting a fool and I slap one on the back of the head. Start acting right. Nowadays they want to fight you, which.
So I think number one, I think it's a lack of strong men in the household. So you see this as abuse. But what ultimately is more abusive is not correcting bad behavior, because these kids grow up and then mom takes away the cell phone and they trash the entire house. And then she's just filming it for clicks. Like, I don't know what to do. It's like, yeah, that's what happens. Number two, it's the ultimate form of love. I don't want you to go out in society and have people judge you as a worthless piece of shit. I want you to succeed. Well, guess what? In order to succeed, there are rules. Whether you like it or not, there are rules to success, just like there are rules to failure. You want to fail? Do drugs, act like a smartass, don't respect people. Guess what? You're going to end up right where you belong. And the third thing is they'll stop and they'll remember this, and they won't remember it like, you picked up a log chain and beat the hell out of them. They're going to remember it as like, it's a bonding moment between them because they're doing it together. My kids talk about it all the time, because one of my daughters, she decided her grandmother, who was elderly, went to pick them up from school, and she ran away from her grandmother. So I came home from work and I said, I'm so happy you like to run. Now she's in flip-flops. I said, we're going to run. And I had an acre. I said, we're going to do some laps around the backyard. I was like, yep. Dude, by the time my kids got to be almost teenagers, my daughter messed up. She goes, "Can you please just beat me? It'll be easier." I was like, "Nope." And she told me years later, she said, "Thank you." She legit said thank you. And I said, "For what?" She goes, "You never hit us. You never yelled at us. You disciplined us in a way that if I have kids, I'm going to do the same thing." Like when the girls would fight, and girls fight over hairbrushes, everything, I'd make them hug each other and say, "Okay, now tell each other you love it." I'd go 5 minutes of hugging. Oh, they hated that crap. Oh God, they hated that. Dude, and they'd just be there like trying not to hug while also had like their arms would be like, "Nah, get up in there, hug each other. You love each other." Oh, they hate that. And some people would think that's abuse. It's not.
No, it's a
Go to your room, go to timeout. Fuck that. Timeout.
They don't give two shits about that.
Timeout does not work. That's absentee parenting to a T. You're smarter than your kids. At least you should be. You're smarter than your kids. Use your brain.
Put your nose in a corner. No, if I made my kids put their nose on the wall, it was stand on one foot.
Yep.
Oh, such a bitch.
Stand
on one foot. Stand on your tippy toes. If your heels touch the ground, you can start all over.
I made my daughter do squats.
Oh.
And she's like, "I can't do it anymore." It's like, "Well, we'll take a break. I'm off today. We got all day to do your 100 squats." And if she'd do a half-ass one, I'm like, "Oh, well, we're starting over." So that's when I never made her do them all. It's just enough to get to the point of like stop acting like a dumbass. I think this is good. I think this is good parenting. I think these kids are going to grow up to be a much better members of society. Because when you don't do that, you get Bebe's kids. And that's not black or white. I've seen white Bebe's kids, and I've seen black. I've seen a couple Asian Bebe's kids.
Oh, I've seen a whole bunch of all of the above.
Yep. And you know what's funny? And I'm sure you get this all the time. As a dad, one of the best things you can get is somebody give you just an offhanded compliment about one of your kids. Like, "You're so respectful."
Oh, yeah. And here you are, you're like, those two little badasses are respectful?
Yeah, exactly.
Those over there? Are you seeing the same ones I'm seeing? I don't see them.
They said that about my oldest, and I said, "She tells me all the time, 'I know where you sleep, old man. Keep one eye open.'" It's like, all right. But that's like, as a parent, that's like the best, man. It's like, hell yeah. Good for you, kid. Speaking of which, my oldest just turned 26. I feel so old right now. Happy birthday, Ditchweed, if you're listening.
Happy birthday. Is it today?
No, it's the 14th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God. Get off the internet. You're done. You're done. Oh, why? Kaz, why? Oh, you guys just be glad you're not on his.
You can't. Oh,
that's just ruined my appetite for the week. What the hell, man?
with her bingo card.
She's dabbing her bingo card and then dabbing in real life, and then she takes her enormous boob and starts slapping it down. And not an attractive lady. She looks like somebody you'd see at a swap meet tractor rally.
She has a face on her own shirt. Look at it.
I'm not looking at it. I don't want to look at it. That's the shit of nightmares.
My stomach hurts.
Oh, that's just awful. She's got a mullet and a tank top on. It used to be a t-shirt, but she ripped the sleeves off. Yeah. Oh God, that's awful. You're done on the internet. Well,
I am. I just also. Yeah. What else you got? You got anything? Oh, there's another thing. Jake Paul is fighting tonight.
Oh, fuck off! I know.
Yeah. So if you want to watch an atrocity, because there's no possible
Anthony
way
Joshua, isn't it Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, and that's a bad dude. That's a bad.
There's no way Jake Paul should be able to beat him. So it's rigged. It's rigged.
Oh, well, I mean, you can see that in the Tyson fight.
Uh-huh.
So anything else you've been watching? I want to say that I the only thing that I've watched lately is they gave us a half season of, God dang it, I just looked at it. The kids.
Stranger Things.
The last season of Stranger Things. And the half season was really nice. So if you're a Stranger Things fan and you haven't watched it, I'm not going to give any spoilers. You have not watched it.
I haven't.
What, first season or something?
I think I watched the first.
Season?
I watched the first two.
Okay. This is they're gonna finish it off nicely. I can't wait to see how it goes. They're doing some nice little twists in this one. So it's been the first 5 or 6 episodes were really good.
I just been watching Justified, and then
I started watching it again.
I started watching this show called Expedition Unknown, and the guy is a nerd. And he's annoying and obnoxious, and at the same time, I'm kind of impressed with how just he doesn't care. Like, he's the kind of guy when you meet him, he's a little over the top, and you'd go, I would hate your guts, but I think you'd probably be like, this dude's all right. He's kind of funny, you know? It's just throwaway TV. It's like he goes to look for buried treasure and stuff like that. They never find anything. And they'll have the stinger for the show, and he's like, what is that? What is that? And you're like, oh, maybe they found something. That's a fucking button. Like, they never come away. You never do. It never shows anything. So I watched some episodes of that. Fell asleep every night this week watching that. So.
Oh, okay.
I am still playing Helldivers. Also, this marks another week I haven't played Ghost of Yotai. Or the Ubisoft slop game, Black Ninja. I'm not playing that either.
Black Ninja.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Shadow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not playing that. They had so they had a state of play, or not state of play, but they came out console market. Okay. 20. I heard about this last night, and I was going to bring it up. Dude, it's disastrous. They were saying that like console sales are like dead. So PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch are the two top selling, really the only selling consoles right now. Xbox has just lost big time in this market. And I don't know what other, because like analysts are saying, well, it looks like gaming is dying. It's like, no, it's never been stronger. It's just your big publishers are putting out awful games and they're not selling them. Nobody's playing them because they're awful. But your indie games, like Helldivers is not an industry top like AAA developer. It was a little indie title that came out on the regular PlayStation. 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I love that game. It's top down, so much fun. Then they released this one, Helldivers 2. Dude, we're still going in there and rocking with 24 to 30,000 people every weekend when we're playing that game. So like gaming is strong.
Gaming in the industry is stronger than movies.
And I think that, but the problem is you got people like EA, they're losing market. I mean, their Call of Duty game is just awful from what I hear. People,
they sent me a deal today to play it for free.
Yeah,
I haven't bought the deal, and they want me to. You can play it for free for a week. No, I'm okay.
And a lot of these games are taking they're spending millions to produce these games, and some dude in his basement makes a game about selling drugs. It took him 2 years, and he made millions, and he charged $20 for it. It's supposed to make $197 billion in 2025 is what they're projecting the gaming industry. It only made 178 million. That's not right.
Yeah.
Gaming console market. I wanted to see. I couldn't find it. Projected around 45.9, 5.5%. So maybe that story I heard was bullshit. Now, they did say that the two top selling consoles were the Switch 2, which surprised me because they didn't really do anything different with the Switch 2 than they did the original Switch.
Right.
Well, I think the first real big, because I can't think of any AAA games that really blew people out of the water except for Battlefield 6.
Oh, so good,
Yeah, I think that was like the first AAA game that I could think of in a long time that just kind of got people excited about gaming. And like you got that Arc Raiders. Dude, that game's killing it, dude.
It's killing it.
And I've been playing Octopath Traveler 0. God, what a sweet little game. It's just fun. It's relaxing. simple. It's nothing complicated. But yeah, so they're projecting that. I think Xbox, did you hear what they're doing with their new console? Apparently it's going to be Steam ready.
Talked about it. Yeah.
I'm like, why would I spend $900 on that when I can just spend a little bit more money and get a gaming PC? They are projecting, did you hear, RAM prices are getting ready to skyrocket. So if you're thinking about buying a PC, do it now. Do it now. Bite the bullet. Take a loan out. Do it. Because they're projecting RAM prices are going to go through the freaking roof because of AI. They need tons of RAM to run all these AI machines.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know if that'll
short
really
term.
mess with this.
It'll be short term.
It'll be short term because I mean you got to think about it. Most people are not going to be running AI machines at home anyway. They will run some form of AI, but it won't be something they gotta just build a big machine for now.
So I saw this. So this is what it said. Video game industry is cooked. PC gaming is destroying consoles. These are the videos that I had, and now I'm looking it up on the internet. This is why you can't believe shit you see or read. You got to actually do a little research. Yeah, and I think everyone's sick of live service games too. I think we're tired of the microtransaction loop and all that. Dude, I just bought another Warhammer game. They had it for sale for $20. I was like, can't beat that. And it's an older game. I forget what it's like, Vermintide, but it's guns. So anyway, other than that, I don't really have anything. Merry Christmas to everyone.
The next couple weeks could be a little tedious for us. We will just have to let y'all know how we're going to be able to get on.
Yep.
If we're going to be able to get on. So.
Well, I'll be able to because I'm on vacation. So it's all up to you. Nobody says you have to go to work. Call in sick. Tell them I got a show to do, damn it. Anyway, Cass, tell them where they can find us.
Every Friday, except for maybe the next 2 Fridays. 6:30 on YouTube. Give us a like, a follow, a share. Let everybody know about the 2 crazy guys that give this show. Also, try some smelling salts this weekend right before you go on TikTok and check us out.
Did you just say try smelling salts?
Yeah. Odd Times Podcast is on TikTok. Of course, I try to keep up with that. We're on X at Odd Times Podcast. Matt takes care of our email. It's oddtimespodcast@yahoo.com. And he's on a couple different places. And tell him where that is.
I'm on X at Odd Guy Mac or Odd Mac Guy, one of the two. And same for Twitch. So come by and say hi. And I'll be around. Other than that, I think that's going to do it. You people have a wonderful.
Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, one more thing. Watch Die Hard.
Oh! Speaking of Christmas movies, you know what else is a Christmas movie? Because I just watched it. Lethal Weapon. That is a Christmas movie, sir. We just watched it. Shit takes place at Christmas. I mean, Danny Glover.
The first one does.
Yep,
Yes, the first one does.
So Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
Yes, Lethal Weapon is so good because that fight scene in front of their house at the end, so good.
But don't watch it with kids because there is nudity. It's very nice nudity, but nudity nonetheless. I didn't know women were built like that in the 80s. So that's before my time.
Both 1 and 2, you get a little nudity in.
Oh, I got to watch 2 then. Mel Gibson was so good.
Yeah, he gets the German girl.
I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch it. So, all right, guys, we will see you when we see you. And we'll stop that. So we're still on YouTube. I'm going to go through and look at any of the chats. Hi. Okay, there's nothing. Sooner Girl, good luck on your OU football team.
Let's give an update. See where we're at.
Okay.
17-7.
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up.
Second quarter. 17-7 second quarter.
Versus Alabama. Did you see the guy years ago streaming? He was streaming a fight, and he was acting like he was playing it on Twitch. and he had the
No.
controller and everything. It was like a pay-per-view fight. He had millions of people watch. It was like a Canelo fight or something. He's like, oh, and he's moving the controller on the screen. He got popped, man. They sued the shit out that guy.
Oh, really?
I was like, why are you suing him, man? That's it. That's kind of genius. I wouldn't be mad at somebody for doing it that way. I'm like, man, he's making it a little bit more interesting. So let's see. Oh my God. These people need to be outlawed for making names. Okay, Dion's not bad, but Lotzier Brooks? Come on. What are you,
what?
foreign?
What are you talking about?
It's on the YouTube here. I got it. Lotzeir Brooks receiving yards. I don't know.
I have no clue.
Jamarian Demarius Thompson. That reminds me of the Key and Peele sketch. So, yeah. Okay, well, there we go. Good luck to your Sooners, Cass. I hope they win.
Not my Sooners. Never.
He said he's going to come to work with all OU colors and an OU hat. If you won the lottery, I would see it.
You know bad things are going to happen if that happens. Just so you know.
I see you walking.
If you see that, you should probably go home.
I'm like,
The term postal.
He's like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm going home because he's dressed in all OU stuff. He wants the news media talking about this one.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys,